Hello, little dreamers, and welcome. Snuggle up tight, close your eyes, and let's journey together to a place far, far away, deep within the heart of the Whispering Woods. In these woods, the trees are so old they have moss for beards, and the streams chuckle over smooth, grey stones. Sunlight filters through the thick canopy of leaves, dancing on the forest floor like little golden sprites. It's a place humming with quiet magic, where every leaf and every creature has a story to tell. Our story begins with a very special creature named Pip. Pip was a glow-wisp, no bigger than your thumb, with wings as delicate as dragonfly wings, but shimmering with all the colors of a rainbow. At night, Pip glowed with a soft, warm light. But Pip was a little lonely. While the other glow-wisps loved to dance and swirl high in the treetops, Pip was fascinated by the world down below, on the mossy ground. One evening, as the moon began to climb the dark velvet sky, Pip was floating gently near a patch of moon-dusted mushrooms. He loved how their silvery caps sparkled. It was then that he heard a soft, rustling sound. Hiding behind a fern, Pip peeked out and saw a creature he had never seen before. It was a small, furry animal with a long, bushy tail and big, curious eyes. This was Squeaky, a young field mouse who had wandered a little too far from his family's burrow under the roots of a giant oak tree. Squeaky was looking for a midnight snacker, juicy red berry he had spotted earlier. But as dusk turned to night, the familiar paths of the forest had become confusing. The shadows stretched and played tricks on his eyes, and he felt a little bit lost and a little bit scared. Seeing the little mouse look so worried, Pip felt a flutter in his tiny chest. He remembered how he sometimes felt lonely, and he didn't want the mouse to feel that way too. Taking a deep breath, Pip floated out from behind the fern, his light glowing just a little brighter. At first, Squeaky was startled. He had never seen a glow-wisp up close. He blinked his big, dark eyes at the beautiful, floating light. "Oh," he whispered, his voice a tiny squeak. You're beautiful." Pip giggled, a sound like tiny bells chiming. "Thank you," he chirped. "My name is Pip. Are you lost?" Squeaky nodded, his whiskers drooping. "I'm Squeaky. I was looking for a berry, but now I can't find my way back to my home under the great oak." "The great oak?" Pip buzzed with excitement. "I know that tree. I can help you. I can be your light." And so, an unlikely friendship began. Pip floated just ahead of Squeaky, his gentle glow lighting up the path. He showed Squeaky the way around tangled roots and over smooth, cool stones. The forest, which had seemed so spooky just moments before, now looked magical. The dewdrops on spiderwebs glittered like diamond necklaces, and the night-blooming flowers looked like cups of silver in Pip's soft light. Squeaky, in turn, showed Pip the wonders of the forest floor. He pointed out the secret doorways of beetle homes, the patterns on snail shells, and the sweet scent of damp earth after a rain. Pip had always flown high above, but now he was seeing a whole new world through his friend's eyes. When they finally reached the giant roots of the great oak, Squeaky's family rushed out to greet him, nuzzling him with relief. They looked up in awe at the little light that had guided him home. "Thank you, Pip," Squeaky said, his heart full. "You're the best friend a mouse could ask for, and you're the best friend a glow-wisp could ask for." Pip replied, his light glowing with happiness. From that night on, Pip and Squeaky were inseparable. Every evening, just as the first star appeared, Squeaky would scamper out of his burrow, and Pip would float down from the sky to meet him. Their adventures were the talk of the Whispering Woods. One night, they decided to visit the Crystal Creek, a place where the water flowed over sparkling quartz pebbles, making the stream sing a twinkling song. Pip's light danced on the water's surface, creating 1,000 tiny rainbows, while Squeaky dipped his paws in the cool, clear stream. Another evening, they climbed to the top of Mossy Rock to watch the moon. Squeaky would describe the feeling of the wind in his fur, and Pip would describe how the stars looked like scattered diamond dust from up close. They learned that even though they were very different, they could share their experiences and understand each other perfectly. Their friendship taught the other creatures of the forest a valuable lesson. The high-flying glow-wisps started to notice the busy world on the ground, and the ground-dwelling creatures began to look up and admire the beauty of the night sky. One day, a big storm rolled through the Whispering Woods. The wind howled and the rain came down in sheets. Squeaky was huddled safely in his burrow, but he was worried about Pip. Where would a tiny glow-wisp go in such a storm? But Pip was clever. He had found shelter inside a large, hollow log, his light a tiny beacon of warmth against the cold. He wasn't alone for long. Soon, other small creatures, a ladybug, a caterpillar, and even a grumpy beetle crept inside, drawn to his comforting glow. They all huddled together, sharing stories and keeping each other company until the storm passed. When the sun finally came out, the forest was sparkling clean. Pip flew to Squeaky's burrow, and they celebrated with the juiciest dew-covered clover they could find. They realized that their friendship wasn't just about fun adventures. It was about being there for each other, in good times and in bad. It was about sharing their light, literally and figuratively, to make the world a little brighter and a little less scary for those around them. And so, in the heart of the ancient, magical Whispering Woods, the friendship between a tiny floating light and a small, furry mouse continued to grow. They explored every hidden corner of their world, from the highest leaf to the deepest root. They showed everyone that friendship can be found in the most unexpected places, and that the greatest magic of all is the warmth of kindness and the light of a true friend. Now, as you drift off to sleep, imagine you can see Pip's gentle rainbow light floating softly in your room. Feel the warmth and comfort of a good friend, just like Squeaky did. The world is full of magical friendships waiting to happen. Sleep well, little adventurers. May your dreams be filled with sparkling lights, whispering woods, and the sweet comfort of friendship. Good night. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed our story, please follow along for more sleepy adventures. Sweet dreams.